Hey, what's up, my friends? I see the chat. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, hopefully we edit this so you don't see this part. But I want to just say what's up to the rehabbers across the world. I want to say thank you. I want to say everybody who's watching this live right now, hearing my voice, I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you for sharing the messages. I appreciate you for even taking time right now to watch me. You know, it means the world. What up, Amelia Boss? How you doing? What up, Deborah? How you doing? What up, Blackburn? How you doing? What's up, y'all? Get in the chat. Let me see y'all's. I can't see your face. What's up, Abraham? What's good? If everybody can share this, it would mean the world to me. I know you probably like, oh, why does that help? It helps a lot. Facebook sometimes limits my reach because the page is so massive. So you sharing this and you liking this does tremendous wonders, and it gets into the heart of somebody who needs it. Jack, I always seem to come at the right time. Yeah, I haven't been live on here in a moment, but I want to talk about this. I think it's really important. We're going to talk about it in a second, but I just want to show love to everybody in the chat and say I appreciate you. And I want to tell you this before we get into our conversation today. I want to say I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you for getting through everything you're going through. I'm proud of you for not giving up when it's so easy to. Like, nobody really knows what you deal with. That's the thing about life. Even if we talk to people about it, nobody knows what it feels like to be you. That's why I never shame people. I never place guilt on people, because some of you are overcoming a tremendous battle every day, and you are giving yourself a fighting chance in this life. Like, you're giving tomorrow a chance, as I always say. And that takes tremendous strength at times. Like, I remember as a time in my life where I didn't want to give tomorrow a chance. And blessed enough, I had a son in my life that I couldn't give up on. And so I want to say I'm proud of you. I see you. I want you to understand this. You're valuable. I don't care what somebody says about you. I don't care how this world treats you. I don't care what somebody has done to you. Like, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop some hearts in the chat. Just drop some hearts in the chat. This is my heart. Drop some hearts in the chat if you hear me and you feel me and you need this message, because I just want to remind you of how special you are. Sometimes we count ourselves out. Sometimes we feel like we're not enough. Sometimes we feel like, we're not lovable because of how someone treats us and how the world sees us. But I want you to remember, like, God created you. God took his time and brought you to the world. I know sometimes we like, God, like, what's going on? If you love me, why am I going through these things? Listen, I don't know God's plan for you, but I do know this. You are a special, incredible, valuable, and worthy human being. I don't care what somebody's told you. I don't care how somebody's treated you. I don't care if the world's turned their back on you. Don't you ever turn your back on yourself. And I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. I've been there. I get there at times. No matter how great my life seems to be, none of us are exempt from the storm. But I want to tell you this, like, you're incredible. And I know how it feels to be at rock bottom. I know how it feels to, like, man, I'm tired of waking up, because every single day I'm met with pain. I'm met with hurt. I'm met with the same things. But your strength is amazing, my friend. Please give yourself some credit. We have a stars party right now, so make sure you send stars, y'all. All my star senders, hit those stars right now. We got the next 5 minutes to hit some goals. So all my star senders, please send stars. Thank you so much, Yvette. I see you. Thank you so much, Tina. Your mom passed away, man. Mary, I'm praying for you, because I know how hard that is. But just know your mother still lives on in you and everything that you do. And I know sometimes it's hard. You're dealing with your grief. But don't you ever forget that she's in you. Every single fiber of you is your mother. Thank you, Cherie, for the fire emojis. I really appreciate you. So what I want to talk about today, okay, we have enough people on here as always. Please share. Thank you, Melissa. Thanks for the 100 stars. You are incredible. I'm shouting out all star senders right now, so thank you so much. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Trent Shelton. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Trent Shelton, because I'm going live on TikTok next. So if you don't have a TikTok, I get it. But if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's at Trent Shelton. So I titled this conversation today, if you're dealing with a breakup, watch this. And I don't know what breakup you're dealing with. Maybe it's a breakup with another human being. Maybe it's a breakup in your relationship. Maybe it's a breakup with your dream. Maybe it's a breakup with your job. Like, whatever it is, maybe it's a breakup with the past you, because you're moving on to a new you. But I will tell you this. Don't allow any breakup in your life to make you forget how incredible you are. I always say this quote, and I'm going to say it again. You're not valuable because of how someone sees you or how someone treats you. You're valuable because that's how you were created to be. Somebody write that quote down. You're not valuable because how someone sees you or treats you. I know sometimes we think, oh, this person treats me better, or this person treats me good, I'm a good person. Or this person treats me bad, I must not be worthy. You got to understand that some people want to manipulate you. Some people want to control you to make you fit the version of you that's beneficial to them. So when you walk into who you are, when you stop accepting less, when you stand on your standards, when you don't fold in your character, you don't fold in your morals, you don't fold in your worth, you don't fold in your standards, you don't fold in who you are, some people ain't gonna like that. And it's life, right? Some people gonna try to make you feel guilty for that. Some people gonna say you changed because they can't take advantage of you. So I want to tell you right now, it's okay to honor your worth. It's okay to break up with the old you. It's okay to leave things behind. I believe in trying to make things work, but it takes two. I'm not advocating divorce. I'm not advocating breakups. But sometimes we got to close the door on certain chapters because those chapters are no longer beneficial to our life. And the longer we keep chapters in our life open that are meant to be closed, we prevent ourselves or we delay ourselves from finishing the story that God created us to write. So I want to tell you right now, if somebody's left your life, I know it hurts. Congratulations. If somebody has walked out on you, if the world has quit on you, I don't care who's quit on you. I don't care what's quit on you, as long as you don't quit on yourself. Never let somebody quitting on you make you quit on yourself. Never let people quitting on you make you quit on yourself. Never let some fake friends that quit on you make you quit on yourself. You understand that? And I know it's hard, but sometimes certain things have to leave your life so better things can enter your life. Brandy's dropping some fire emojis. I know y'all feeling this. Drop some fire emojis. I want to feel y'all's energy, man. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like this. If you're feeling this, say, I feel this. But I realize this, and it's hard to understand why you're going through it because emotionally we're a wreck. But I realize that certain things have to leave your life, especially things that don't deserve you, especially things that aren't making you better, especially things that are expired, that are becoming sour in your soul, especially things that don't see the best you, especially things that don't help you be better, especially things that make you feel guilty for doing what's right for you. You ever notice that when you start to better your life, people start to hate on your life? You ever know when you start taking care of your health, people say you're doing too much, people get insecure? Because what happens is that when you start becoming more secure in yourself and you're around people who are insecure, their insecurities start to rise to the surface. Some people don't want to see you win. Some people don't want to see you do better. Maybe some people want to see you do good, but they for sure don't want to see you do better than them. And that's the problem. Sometimes it's your spouse, sometimes it's your friends, sometimes it's strangers. But if somebody has broken up with you, if something has left you, if a thing has broken up with you, I want you to say thank you. Because what I realized in life is that God always sees what I didn't see. God always hears what I didn't hear. God always sees intentions that I don't see, that I become blind to. God always hears the side conversations behind my back. So God sometimes will remove things that you want to keep because he knows that your life doesn't need it. And I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard when you put your everything into a human being. You put your everything into a job. You put your everything into a dream. And it sucks, man. It sucks when it's not reciprocated. That's why you got to make sure when you're choosing your partner or when you're choosing a job or you're choosing your friends, there's alignment there. Right? The person that you're with should always want to see you be the best you. Should push you to be the best you, should celebrate you, should make you feel worthy. The person that truly loves you will never put more questions in your life than answers. So if you're uncertain, if you're always unsure consistently, we'll go through our moments, right, where we might have a bad patch. But if this has been consistent for years and you've been uncertain and unsure in certain areas of your life, then I think you got your answer. Because again, People who love you. And I'm not just talking about marriages, relations. I'm talking about all ships, business ships, partnerships, relationships, any ship in your life that's sailing towards greatness, hopefully. Those people will always want you to know what it is. They don't want you to question their love. They want you to know how much they love you. They don't want you to question their loyalty. They want you to know how loyal they are. The people that are meant to be in your life, and I want y'all to listen to me. Y'all listening? Like, let me know if y'all listening. Is this too much? Am I talking too fast? I'll slow down. The people that are meant to be in your life, okay? And I know this is hard because a lot of us are codependent, right? A lot of us had a conversation just the other day. Somebody told me, Trent, I would rather settle for less than be alone. And I'm going to tell you right now, that mindset, that standard will leave you broken. You have to get to the point in your life where you say, being alone might suck, but I'd rather stand alone, be alone, than stay in situations that make me feel alone anyway. That stay in situations that make me become a shell of myself. That stay in situations that make me feel like I have to be perfect to be accepted. A little is not better than nothing. Nothing is always better than a little. I hope that makes sense to you. Because you don't deserve to settle in anything in your life. What's at the root of all suffering? Settling. So I want to say this as we continue this conversation. What would your life look like if you stop giving permission to the things outside of you to control how you see yourself? And I know you might say, Trent, it's so hard. I get it. When you've been codependent your whole life, the only dependency you need is God. Not man, not woman, not job, not dream, not this world. But understand, when your whole entire life, maybe you've been abandoned. Maybe you've been abused. Maybe you never heard these words, I'm proud of you. I understand that. But as I always tell you, I know it's hard, but you're a choice away, my friend. You're a choice away from completely changing your life. Yeah, externally, it might not change overnight. But you can make a decision right now to decide what you're no longer going to settle for. You can make a decision right now to say, you know what? I'm going to find the greatest me. Just imagine your life right now. Like, just think about it. We're going to take some time here today. I got time. Just imagine your life, and make sure y'all share this right now. Find somebody in your life to share this with. If you believe this message is helping you, go share it with somebody right now. Okay? You ain't going to miss nothing. You can go press the share button at the bottom. Find 5 people to share this with. But I want you to imagine your life right now. These are things that I've done and I continue to do. You know, I always talk about these words and living a legendary life and living your best life. The pursuit of the greatest you, right? My book came out years ago. Some of y'all might have read it, The Greatest You. If you haven't read it, go read it. You know, I have these. And this is mine that I see it every single day. These affirmations on my Tumblr. You can get this at shotrehabtime.com, by the way, if you want one. But these tumblers, better days are ahead, protect your peace. These are words, give tomorrow a chance, right? These are words that I repeat in my soul all the time. Because what you rehearse, you will start to believe. What you rehearse, you will start to perform. And some of us, we're rehearsing pain, so we're performing pain. Some of us, we're rehearsing doubt, so we're performing fear. But what if you start rehearsing? And what do I mean by that? Speaking life into your life. What do I mean by that? by doing things that lead you to the best you, by making better choices, better decisions, by saying no to the things that don't deserve you, to the things that don't serve you? What if you start rehearsing peace? What if you start rehearsing worth? What if you right now created a compelling future? And if you don't know what that is, it's basically creating a future by saying, you know what, the end of this year, I see my life doing this. And I know it's hard when you've been manipulated, you've been programmed to see life. Oh my gosh. If y'all ready for this, man, drop fire emojis. We about to go in. We about to spend some time today, man. I miss y'all so much. We about to spend some time today. I feel it in my soul, man. We about to go there. We about to go there. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Brandy, for sharing it. I really appreciate you. But what if you created a compelling future? What would that look like? That says in the next 90 days, I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to believe that I'm less. And I'm sure not going to do less and accept less. I'm going to honor my worth. I'm going to honor my standards. See, a lot of us, we've allowed people to persuade our perception. Y'all write that in the chat. Persuade your perception. What do I mean by this? We having some mindset talk today. We having some soul talk today. Hopefully you don't mind me having this conversation with you. Thank you for being here. But somebody somewhere at some time, if you're dealing with low self-esteem, low self-worth, fractured self-worth, something, might be a person, might be a failed dream, something has persuaded your perception. So as you see the world, as you try to see a compelling future, you see a devastating future. Because somebody told you that you wouldn't be nothing without them. Somebody told you that you ain't shh. Somebody keeps bringing up your past. Right? Somebody told you that you're too old. Somebody told you that you don't, that nobody cares about you. Maybe it was your parents. And now how you see the world is through limitation. Y'all, this is going to change your life if you get this, man. How you see the world is through limitation. How you see the world is through your past. So your perspective and how you see things right now, if you're feeling like Trent, I hear you, but you don't understand. Somebody's persuaded or something has persuaded your perception. And so it's now your perspective, right? Let's use that word. Somebody has persuaded your perspective. So now your perspective is your prison. Now every time something starts to go right or you feel better, you find a way to self-sabotage it. It's not your fault. That's how you've been programmed to think. I don't deserve this. So even when you get something that you deserve, you manipulate and self-sabotage it to say it, I don't deserve it. Because somebody has told you that you don't deserve great things. You deserve awesome things. You deserve wonderful things. You deserve everything that you're meant to get in your life. And I promise you it's beautiful. I promise you it's powerful. I promise you it is more than what you're accepting in your life. But we allow people to control our perspective. We allow people to place their limitations. We allow people to put all these things on us. We start to believe it as if they God, bro. They ain't God. I don't care who they are. Your parents, your spouse, your kids, they ain't God, bro. They're not your friends. They ain't God. They can't put a plan on your life. They can't put a purpose on your life. They can't tell you what you're going to be and what you're not going to be. They didn't create you. They might have been a gift. You might have been a gift to them from God, but God created you. So I want to tell you that. So I don't care who it is in proximity that's keep speaking these negative things over you. Somebody broke up with you and said, oh, you ain't going to never find nobody like me. You say, good. I ain't trying to, bro. I'm not trying to. But you got to stop believing the limitations that this world's put on you. And it starts right now. Never have a limited mindset. Never live in your limitations. You can control that. You can't control a lot of things. But I promise you, you can control the words that you speak to yourself. So let's get deep right here. Can we get deep? Are y'all still with me? Can we get deep? Can we get deep right now? What up, Melissa? I see you. What up, Janae? I see you. Thanks for all the star senders. Let me shout you out right quick before we get deep. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Tawana. I really appreciate you. Means the world to me. What up, Teresa? What up, Marilyn? Thank you so much. So let's get deep. I got to calm down sometimes, man. I get too much passion in my purpose because I care too much. I love you too much to keep you the same. Like, that's when y'all get this. Like, I'm not even a talkative person unless I'm in my purpose. I promise you I'm the most quietest person you ever meet in real life. But when I'm in my purpose, you get this. So I want to talk some deep stuff with you. I want to give you some great tactical teaching points. So I believe that just picture the world as magnets, okay? Just work with me here. Picture the world as magnets. And the greatest magnet is you, okay? The greatest magnet is you. But what a lot of us do, we turn off our magnet, right? Because somebody convinced us, oh, you're too ugly, you're too this, you're too that, and we believe it, right? And so now we start to live on defense. We start to look for somebody to love us. We start to look for somebody to believe in us. We start to look for somebody to support us, right? It's the reason why I said it all starts with you. I don't say it all starts with them. But a lot of us take on that mindset, it all starts with them, whoever them is, right? All these outside things are magnets. Your past is a magnet. People, social media, strangers, your job, everything is a magnet. And everything in your life is a strong magnet. And the more you feed that magnet, the stronger that magnet becomes. So a lot of us, we feed our past, right? We're worried about a past that we can no longer change or control, and wonder why we're depressed. But we feed it, and our past gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And we feel like we can't break away from it because we feed it with our energy. We feed it with our spirit. We feed it with our words. Or maybe it's a person, an ex, or a person that you're currently with, or a friend that you know isn't for you. And you allow those words that they say, you allow the things that they do that you know aren't right, and you keep accepting it, and you get addicted. And that magnet gets stronger. And even though you know you need to break away from it, you can't. Because it's so strong, like it has a hold over you, right? Maybe it's something in this world. I think you get the point, right? And a lot of us, we're bringing energy to these magnets that don't have our best interests. But that magnet is you. That magnet is God, right? God created you. God's inside of you. What if you start feeding your magnet? What if you start bringing the right energy to your life? Health-wise, spirit-wise, mindset-wise. I'm going to tell you a secret that I really believe and has worked in my life for the last 15 years. I'm not one of these woo-woo persons that's going to tell you I have a gift and all these other things. That's not me. That's up for God to decide. I don't say those things. I don't give myself titles. But I will tell you this. The more that I stood on my values, my standards, the more that I control what I can control, the more that I did the things that led me to the compelling future I know I deserved, my magnet got stronger. I wasn't more talented. I didn't work harder, but doors started to open. People started to recognize me. The right people that actually appreciated me, that didn't judge me, that loved me, that didn't use me, started to enter my life. And I didn't do anything different. I didn't chase it. I didn't beg for it. I just prayed to God every single day, God, just keep renewing my mind. God, please. Because the greatest war that I know that we face is the war within. Is those thoughts that you can't escape when you lay down at night. That invisible battle that nobody sees. And I would pray, God, just renew my mind. Renew my spirit. Let me see things differently. Renew my perspective. Break the chains of the perspective that the world is trying to give me. And give me a power perspective, Lord. And when I looked in the mirror, excuse me for a moment. You know, this stuff is real to me, man. I know y'all see a lot of creators and stuff like that. And if you know me, like, I don't come on here because my heart said press record or live. And I get a little emotional because I am you. I've been where you're at. I understand what it's like. What up, Crystal? I understand what it's like. But I remember looking in that mirror, and when I used to see the labels that the world put on me, you're not enough, your past is too bad, nobody cares, depression, all these things that I started to see in myself. And a lot of us are there. When we look in the mirror, we don't see our beautiful reflection like we did when we were a kid. We start to see all our mistakes, all the heartbreak, all the guilt, all the shame. And we don't even see ourselves no more. You don't recognize the image in the mirror because you allowed this world to shame you and put labels on you as if they're perfect. But I remember finally looking in that mirror and seeing me. That's what I want for you today. I want you to get back looking in that mirror and seeing you. And all the labels that the world's trying to put on you, it's all right. You weren't born to be perfect. You were born to be real. You weren't born to be perfect. You were born to be purpose. And there's a purpose for your life because guess what? You are the purpose. It's you. I know a lot of us right now, we feel lost. Right? We feel lost. We feel like, man, I'm trying to find myself. Can I give you advice? Maybe after breakup, you feel lost. After divorce, you feel lost. Or, you know, just after the world breaks you, you feel lost. I've been there. My advice is stop looking for yourself in the world and realize that what you're looking for, you already found. This world doesn't have your purpose. This world doesn't have a better you. It's just about unbecoming all the things that the world put on you or people put on you and recognizing how incredible you are. It starts there. It starts with you appreciating yourself. When's the last time you told yourself that you're proud of you? Man, you be undermining your greatness so much. And I just wish that you would see how incredible you are. I just wish that you could see that. Because that's how life has changed. Hey, Travis, if you ain't new, you must be new here, bro. Because I probably shouldn't address it, but I am. Right? We already know what Jesus has done for me, bro. And if you're listening, you can understand that. Right? So what I want you to do, Travis, is I want you to go on your page and I want you to spread whatever word that you need to spread, bro. Or ma'am, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. You know, people are trying to tell you what you need to talk about, what you need to do, what you need to say. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I can honestly say, I mean, people in the chat can tell you that I'm sure that thousands of people have been led to Christ through my message. 100%. So it's not what you say, it's how you live, bro. You know what I mean? When I hop on stages across the world, Travis, you know what they say? Man, I see the Holy Spirit in you. You know? So I want you to say, like, I appreciate you, bro. And I appreciate you spreading the message. But the question is it in you? Do people feel it? Do they see it in you? And I want to say that because this world's going to try to tell you what you should talk about, what you should do. They want to put their perspective on you and how you should say things and what you should share. That's social media. But I know it's a lot of times, as I'm going to say this as believers, you know what our problem is that we want other people to do our part. And I'm going to say this, and I just happen to see it, so I'm going to address it. This is my perspective. The problem that I see in this world, especially with believers, is that we're in so much competition. We feel like, oh, I'm the better Christian, or I'm the better believer. That's ego. And Jesus has no place with ego. Remember, it's not what you say. It's how you live. Can they see it in you? Can they feel it in you? And what God has called you to do, you do it. Don't let man judge you. Don't let man tell you how you should be doing it, because man is just man. Man has his perspective, his understanding. But don't let people put a purpose on you that you know ain't meant for you. But nobody wants to talk about that. And I've been living for Christ since I was a little boy. And I'm not going to go into all the details and things like that. At the end of the day, if you feel somebody should say something or do something, you go do it. And I'm not trying to call anybody a coward. But what cowards do, and this is not you, don't take it personal. But what cowards do, they expect somebody else to do what they aren't doing. They'll go on somebody's page and tell somebody what they should be doing when they have their own page and what they should do. So if God has called you, don't tear down somebody that's helping somebody else. But you could, because you could be tearing down one of God's soldiers. And I mean that. We got to get better as Christians, especially in this social media world, because everybody wants to feel like their understanding is the best. And I know better than you and this and that. And I've been called and I have this title. Man, y'all missing the message. You're really missing the message. So I just want to just say that. I could be wrong in saying that. That's just what I feel, because I'm tired of seeing people come on somebody else's page and tell somebody what they should be doing. But you don't know what they do offline. You don't know how many, how they use their platform over the years. You know what I mean? I'm one of the ones, bro. I'm one of the ones that really live this. Not for likes, not for followers. People just happen to follow. I can care less about that. I care about saving lives. I care about mental health. I care about leading people closer to God in my way. 100%. You know how many stages? And I'm not talking to him personally, but I want to just tell y'all this because I see this periodically. You know what I mean? So I want to address it. You know how many stages that I had to turn down because they said, Trent, you talk about God too much? You say your prayers online, Trent. Oh, we don't want that. I'm okay with that. I know what I've sacrificed. Right? And I told every person, every business, hey, if I can't speak about God, then hey, I ain't the one for you. What are you willing to give up? Right? We got to get better, man. I see too much back and forth within believers, tearing down believers. See it all across the internet. It's like we get online just to pick believers apart. Oh, they don't know. This is wrong. This because if somebody put the microscope over your life, I know you're not perfect. I know you're a sinner. If somebody put the microscope over your life, and I would just say this as I end. To everybody that's high and mighty, that feels like they have a deeper connection to God than anybody else, let me just tell you this. Don't you forget where God has met you at. Tina, I didn't take the comment wrong. I'm just addressing this. It's not about the comment. This is me addressing this in general because I've seen this, like not that comment, but I've seen it, right? This is me addressing it on my heart. So I didn't take the comment wrong. I know what the comment was saying, 100%. But I just want to address it in general. So I'm not mad at the comment. I believe, yes, Christ is the way, 100%. I told y'all that. Don't depend on me. Y'all heard me say that for years, but this is something I want to address online because I see a lot of it. And I see, not even just with this, I see a lot of people that will go online and go back and forth on the people's comments and tell people what they should talk about, what they should do about their relationship, about how they should parent. Like, and if you're one of those people, focus on yourself because I'm pretty sure you got a plank in your eye and you're trying to sit there and judge somebody else. And it's not about the comment. This is in general. And y'all heard me talk about this before. So it's not about just today, but I see it a lot across the board. We're so quick to be thumb gangsters, right? We're so quick to do this. But then if somebody looked at your life, so I want to tell you, don't you forget where God met you at. 100%. Don't you forget where God met you at. That's all I got to say. If you want to judge somebody, and this is what I see behind the scenes, bro. I see a lot of people say, Trent, I want to live for God, but I feel like I'm not perfect. Or I want to live for God, but I feel like I'm going to get judged. And it's true. When I first started this journey, I posted this on my Instagram. Like I was still going out. I was still trying to figure it out. I was still drinking. I was still doing things. I was still trying to figure it out. But I'm so proud of that version of Trent because even though people criticize me, I had people say, oh, you're not like that. You're a hypocrite. You're all that stuff. But I'm so proud of that version of Trent because that version of Trent finally took the step. That version of Trent wasn't perfect. This version of Trent isn't perfect. But that version of Trent created this version of Trent because I took the step. And so we need more compassion. We need more understanding. We need more love because you never know what somebody is dealing with, what somebody's going through. And your lack of compassion, your lack of empathy could be the reason why they never encounter a relationship with God. So I want to say that. And again, this isn't about that comment because I salute the comment. This is just in general. And I want to see more compassion in this world, bro, because again, none of us are perfect. And that's not an excuse to do crazy stuff, but none of us are perfect. You ain't perfect. Nobody is. I'm not perfect. And so when we get past that, we all need God. We all need, yes, we do. But I just see it online. I see podcasters like sitting here doing podcasts over why this pastor is bad or why this Instagram person talks about God is bad. And you picking people apart for what? What is that doing? Getting you some views and some clicks? Again, that's ego. Because a man of God or a woman of God, you know what they would do? They would go behind the scenes and say, hey, man, like, let me understand your mission a bit. Because I might be a little bit confused. Like, let me understand your mission. But we don't want to do that. So I'll stop there. Anyways, to wrap this up, I'm about to go to TikTok. To wrap this up, I'm proud of you. That's it. And keep giving appreciation to yourself. Man, what's all these fake pages, bro? Like, Brian Nelson, stop creating these fake pages. I know your name ain't Brian Nelson, bro. I know you're a fake page. Why can't I freaking block you? No, I can't even block people. Oh, here we go. Ban. Don't fall for the fake pages too, y'all. What up, Nicole? Please don't. Yeah. A little confused. Yeah, thanks, Tina. Yeah. No, I got you. Nah, it wasn't the comment necessarily. Like, I appreciated that because it's true. Like 100%. But the comment made me want to address some things that I just see online. I want to take the time out to see it because as a person with a voice on a platform, like these are things that I deal with, like behind the scenes. Like I'll have people like, you know, they'll try to pick you apart. And I'm just like, man, why would you pick somebody apart that's using their life, not even just about me, but just in general, that's using their life to help better the world? Like, why would we need people like that? Like, why would you want to pick that person apart? Because maybe they do things that aren't in alignment with how you see things, right? That's ego. Because even if you don't understand, you know why? Like, I love everybody. If you ever come to one of my events, and some of y'all can attest to this, it's everybody. It's not just black people. It's not just white people. It's not just brown people. It's not just men, women. It's not just certain walks of life. It's all walks of life. And it's a reflection of me, right? I really love my neighbor because I love thyself. I really believe that. And some of us can't love our neighbor because we don't love ourselves. We can't. We can't. And it's just like, you could be tearing down the person that's trying to help this world. Like, there's so much evil. But we will sit back and try to pick people apart and be like, oh, he's not like that. Well, this and this, boom, boom, boom. Like, all of that stuff. I tell people all the time, I didn't ask for this platform. Man, I got social anxiety. I don't even like being on. You know what I mean? Like, I have social anxiety in real life. And if you know me, you know me. You know that's true. And so sometimes, oh, you just doing this because for the money, or you just doing this for the following. Like, and I just hate when people do that. And hate is a strong word, but I hate it because it shows me that your mindset is so poor, that your mindset, not talking about currency wise, but your mindset is so poor that you want to sit down and put some type of limitation on a person because you don't want to face your truth. Your insecurities are screaming so loud that you don't want to face your own insecurities. So for me personally, like, you probably, I'm going to protect myself because it might be, I really think never. You've never seen me tear down somebody online. And I could be forgetting, maybe back in like 15 years ago, but you'll never see it. You'll never see me in the comment section. Even if I disagree with something, you'll never see me do that because I don't know what that individual is going through. And you could be the final blow and you don't even know that. So for me, if I don't agree with something, I try to find understanding or I mind my business and I go on about what I can control. But I just think we live in a world right now, a society right now where we can get so much attention by being disruptive or by being divisive or by going against the grain that we will do anything for attention. Right? I know people that don't even disagree with certain things, but they act like they disagree with it just so they can get attention. That's the world that we live in. You know, so if you're a rehabber, I just want to challenge you, like, don't go into somebody's comments. If you don't agree with somebody, don't watch them. Like, you have the choice, right? But don't go into somebody's comments and speak negativity. Like, if you don't agree with it, just tune out, change the channel. You don't like the show, change it. But don't add to divisiveness. But I could be wrong. That's my 2 cents. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm about to go to TikTok. Let's get it.